We are college students that need help with paying tuition. The Essentials of Sociology states that children to young adults are the poorest in the nation. First off, the government isn't forcing anyone to go to college. It's by the individual's choice. Also, the government already helps with tuition, such as FAFSA. An article form states that college graduates will earn $1 million more over their lifetime than non-graduates, making an investment in higher education worthwhile. Out of our survey, only 34.6% of students had a job during college their freshman year. Reasons why students didn't get a job: I don't have time, I would rather study, I would rather hang out with friends, I don't want to stress out my first year of college. Get a job. Why complain when you don't have money when you don't have a job?
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody.
Speaking of reality, there are other ways to help pay for college that do not include one's own money. Scholarships is a great way to pay for college. It's money you don't have to pay back. Just make sure you receive good grades. In our survey, we asked students to receive scholarships and grants, and the bottom of the pie chart states that over half, 69% of students, receive scholarships and grants. The NDSU website states that the Federal Work-Study Program is an employment program sponsored by the federal government. It provides students with the opportunity to earn money to meet their educational and personal expenses during the academic year. This program provides jobs for undergraduate students with financial need. Federal Work-Study also encourages and helps students find work related to their interest or course of study.
Since soldiers are committing their lives to save our country, they receive free college tuition as long as they meet the standard requirements, and they never have to pay the government back. The Federal Student Aid website says that FAFSA is the form the U.S. Department of Education requires to determine your expected family contributions. The government conducts a need analysis based on financial information, such as income, assets, and other family information, which you and your parents, if you are not a dependent student, will be asked to provide. Also, you may use these other methods to help pay for college. From the Start Saving for College website states that the 529 plan is an educational saving plan operated by the state or educational institution designated to help families set aside funds for future college costs. It is named after Section 529 of the Internal Revenue Code, which creates these types of savings plans in 1996. In our survey, we asked students if their parents helped with their college expenses, and more than half, 58%, received help from their parents. In England, students attend college for free, but have to pay a top-up fees up to $4,800 per year. In Ireland, students attend college for free, but also has to pay a fee up to $1,200 per year. In Canada, going to college is about $9,000 per year. Schools in Canada set their tuition on an individual basis, as they do in the United States. In France, all colleges are publicly funded, but they do have a yearly enrollment fee of about $220 up to $930. In Sweden, college is free of charge up to a point for both Sweden's citizens and people from other countries. Germany charges fees that are set on a state-by-state basis. Depending on the state where your school is located, you can pay as little as $40 or as much as $800 in tuition fees. The United States is the most expensive college education in the world.
The list of countries that we've seen above have lower or free college than the US, but those countries have higher taxation rates that cover those tuition costs. America has lower income taxation, but doesn't cover those tuition costs. George P. states that free-for-all higher education is not so free. Studies show that some families in other countries spend absurd amounts of money not only for living, but to prepare for first entrance exams required for acceptance into the universities. The maximum income rate means that when an individual earns above a certain amount, this is the most that the government will charge. Normally, the percentage you are taxed increases as you move into higher salary bands. This is quite enlightening and demonstrates the great range of taxes in Europe. Below shows a list of countries and their maximum income rate, with Sweden in the lead. Under the website, Tax Policy Center states that many European countries' taxes exceed 40% of GDP, or gross domestic product, but those countries generally provide much more extensive government services to their citizens than the United States does. The United States relies less on consumption taxes, 18% of total 2008 tax receipts, than any other OECD country. Therefore, the United States pays way less taxes than other countries in Europe. A pie chart on the War Resisters League website shows where all of our tax money goes. Education falls in the pie chart under human resources, and that slice adds up to about $789 billion. Throughout the years, spending on education has been rising. Under the website, USA Spending states that in North Dakota alone, the government is spending over $1 million to help with college students. Help from the government means more taxes. Who wants that? From the national debt clock, America is already over $15 trillion in debt. How can the government help pay for college without raising taxes?
In our survey, 60% of students at NDSU didn't want taxes to be raised.
Not everyone goes to college, and your education is your own responsibility.
No, the people earning their degrees will get good jobs and pay back their debt because some people can't afford higher taxes.
In our survey, only 40% of students at NDSU wanted taxes to be raised.
Yes, a little raise couldn't hurt too much.
Yes, it's ridiculous how much more American tuition is compared to other countries.
Why should everyone pay taxes if they don't get the same benefits? Not everyone goes to college, so why would others who aren't going to college be required to pay for the benefits of others? In Minnesota, 29% of high school graduates don't enroll for college after graduation. Going to college is not a requirement. Everyone has the opportunity to go to college. Going to college is a privilege, but college is also expensive, and families should have been preparing for the cost of tuition. There are lots of ways to help pay for college. You can start saving for college years before you're going to be going to college. A lot of colleges offer work-study jobs to help students earn money while they are going to college. Students can sign up for scholarships and grants. At NDSU, 69% of students receive grants and scholarships. Families can put money into tax-exempt college investment accounts, such as the 529 plan. The government already helps families pay for college expenses by using the program called FAFSA. Another way students can help pay for their college expenses is by joining the military. Yes, it's true that other countries do have free college, but they might have to pay a fee every year. On the other hand, the cost of living is a lot more expensive in other countries that do offer free college than it is in the US. The United States is already in over $15 trillion of debt. To help pay for college, the government would have to raise taxes. If the government was to raise taxes, it is more than likely it would be used to help pay off the more than $15 trillion debt and would probably not be used towards the benefit of students going to college. CNBC News reports that college graduates will earn $1 million more over a lifetime than non-graduates, which makes the investment of higher education worthwhile.